Matthias shouldn't be investigating relics in such a small area. He could have blown us all up.
But he didn't, and now we know what the relic does.
Life is more precious than discovery, Ned.
人面の目が多分ゴジラのね、命だよね、あれ多分名前じゃなくて。
Hey, does this look like it's infected?
なんだ兄さん、ほら、聞いてやるよ。
You know I'm kind of number one when it comes to laundry in this fort, right?
Where are you going with this, Neeson?
You learn certain truths when you launder, and I've discovered something I feel needs to be shared.
Don't tell me something I don't want to hear.
Commander Vool has the nicest underwear in Fort Tarsus.
今のは分からなかったぞ。いや、聞いてあげるよ。ちゃんと聞いてあげ
Why,
るよ。
Neeson? Why would you tell me that?
Think about it. Commander Vool is an important military leader. What if our enemies find out he enjoys fancy monogrammed boxer shorts?
I'm going to pretend we never had this conversation.
Good thinking. Yeah, keep it on the down low. I get it.
I don't think you do, Neeson.
Am I gonna see you around?
I doubt it.
Maybe if I see you first, we'll talk again.
Only if you see me first.
Copy that. I'm gonna take that as a possible yes.
なんだよ、こいつ。うん。ああ、そうですか。じゃあ、会話を。
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
That's huge and unexpected.
A lot of eyes are watching you now, wondering what you'll do next.
Yes, well, they're not the only ones.
I can help you with that. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
仕事をくれるのか。
This sounds like you're about to give me a contract. Or several.
Not a contract, not a job. A challenge of a sort. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted counsel?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires.
I know you're not asking me to become best friends with the late general.
In a way, I am. Ardenvasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medeiros, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsus.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning.
ああ、こんな話あったっけね。うん。 クロニクルの
Madam
話を。
Chronicler?
Ah, you did it.
Did what?
Silenced the heart of rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Alec and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor Negandel used to say, you know who Negandel is, of course.
知らない。
I must admit I don't.
How is that possible? He's only the greatest cipher who ever lived, and royalty. Oh, my dear. Is it possible you have amnesia?
I don't have amnesia. We've been through this already.
We have? How ironic that I should forget that. As Negandel used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts, for what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, the Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now, I should get going. See ya.
See ya. Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
Ah, I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine
めんどくせえ
light
魔法
upon
だ
your
な、やっぱり。
paths, Madame.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye.
めんどくせえ。クロニクルの話しとくめんどくせえ。
Freelancer, freelancer, run away fast. The shapers know your mind, they'll be on you fast. We're not poets, speak plainly. Alec and the others and the cipher woman have plainly angered the rage beating deep within.
Ventilation? I could write a book.
終わりか。
Medeiros was the son of arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky or an Urgoth or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Medeiros heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Medeiros left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
His parents couldn't have just let him go, could they?
They forbade him, of course, but he picked his moment and ran away. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
Is this the kind of story where a small boy fights a chimera with a stick and a rock?
No. Although most of those stories you've heard are based on Medeiros. He'd never seen a chimera. He'd never even seen a grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then the other hunters came. General Tarsis, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Medeiros.
No luck about it. Tarsis followed his trail, just as the chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsis, Leotrel found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
I don't know if I'm disappointed or relieved that no one actually fought the chimera in this story.
Well, the path of valor is a tricky one. It's not always about victory in battle. You know that. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsis asked where he lived and who his people were, Medeiros replied, "You are my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsis said, He is home. From then on, Medeiros served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a legionnaire himself. But that's another story.